Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. This video I'm bringing you this evening is a bit different to what I normally do because I've brought you a French document haul. And I'll just tell you a little bit of a background about it. Is over the past few years, since I've been making journals, I've always had not an inkling, but I've always had a desire to make a French document themed journal, and I wanted some original pieces of ephemera to put in it. So, you know, gradually I've been building up a collection of bits and bobs from places like Etsy and eBay and you know, places, auction sites, getting a few things together. I did bring a video which I've done, but it hasn't actually been released yet. But the items that I got were vintage. Some of them were antique, some of them are vintage embroidered postcards, and I scanned them into my computer, and I altered them slightly digitally to get rid of the worst of the blemishes that are on them, because obviously some of them are over 100 years old, so they've you know, got a few sort of stains and things on them. So I've tried to clean them up as best as I can, and I made a little kit. So I won't actually open all these packs, but there are 3 postcards in each of the packs here, and some of them have been written on the back. I think there was 2 that hadn't been written on the back, and in my coffee shop you will actually see that I made a kit so that you could download these for yourself and either turn them into pockets like I've done with some of these. I've scanned the backs as well, so that when you put the backs to the front they do look like an original postcard, and you can make hidden tuck spots and things like that with them. So that's those that I collected. So I'll put those to one side because there is a video and it will be released very soon, and it'll be released before this video. So for those of you who are watching this video and haven't seen the one about the postcards, you can have a look through the playlist if that, you know, takes your fancy, if you want to see and hear a little bit about those. So on the postcard theme, there was this set of postcards as well, and slightly different because these aren't embroidered ones, but they're equally as lovely. And I mean, these are French ones, and they're absolutely beautiful. So this has been embossed, and so it's very textured, and I don't know what was on the surface, but all the little flowers have got little cracks in. So I'm going to be very careful because I don't want the surface of this to peel off. But inside there, look, and it's actually written on the back. And I will be making these into a digi kit as well, if any of you are interested. And I really wish I could speak French, but sadly I can't, so I'm not able to translate these. So there's that one, that's a floral one, so I'll bring it up to the closer to the lens so that you can see it. And they're actually with gracious affection, so it was a sentimental card. So that's that one. And then these, I don't know, they're unusual. And I noticed on their cards as well that they stick the stamps on the front of the card, not like we do. You know, we put our post on the back. So this one, it's got fish and a bouquet of flowers, which is unusual. So something about giving them a poisson, which is fish in French, for fish. And that's all Desires mentioned, and that's about all I can tell you there. And then it's written on the back with the address, and it was being sent to a Mr. Cocando, who lived in 32 Rue de Penthier in Paris. So there's that one. So I suppose that was, if it was sent to a man, that'd be more of a manly card. And then there's this one as well. That's got a fish on the front. Really unusual. So, and some flowers. And mentions a fish in it again. So I'll have to do some translating. And then this one was never actually sent. So there's no address on the back of it, but it was actually post stamped. So yeah. And then you've got these, which are nice with the florals. And these have got writing on the back as well, but no stamp on this one. And there's one with roses on. And then Bonne Année, a little doll on that one, with some beautiful handwriting. Germaine Madeleine or Madeline. Martha Fernande, using her full name on that one. And there's an anniversary card here with some carnations and a music score, and looking through into a lovely country scene, wishing them happy anniversary. And there's another bouquet of flowers there with some wheat and barley, some cornflowers and poppies. And that one was dated, oh, I don't know. I don't know how they date stamped them. So I don't think that's 1948, I don't know. Yeah, there's no date on that. I don't know how they date stamp them. And this one's got the card on the front. I mean, that's at the front, it's got 19th of, I don't know whether that's September 1905. So there's no 1905 on there, but they must have had a different method of stamping their postcards. Now this one, it's been embossed. So you've got gold. I don't know whether that's actually being picked up in this light. There we go. Which is really lovely. And it's another anniversary postcard. Cherie. Yeah, it'd be more exciting if I could read them. And then this one's another anniversary card, and you've got some lovely violas or violets with another country scene in the heart. Yeah, I'll have to find somebody who speaks and can read French and translate a few of them for me. Some lovely roses there, that's a nice one. Look lovely in a journal, in a pocket. And then you've got Lily of the Valley on this one. I've got some of that growing in my garden. And some of these are actually signed by the same person too. I notice on the signature. Yeah. Simone, I think. Maybe. Was that one by the same as well? No, that's a different person. I think there was probably one or two from Simone. Have a quick peek. No. There we are. So that's those postcards there. And then on my search, I was looking not only for, florally postcards, but I was looking for some that had got, sorry, that was used as a closure, I think, on one of them. These are women postcards. So we've got some lovely ladies. And that one, they're actually her kissing in the background, and she's looking very sad and forlorn. Maybe he's has, been a naughty boy. So there's that one. And as I say, I'll be scanning these as well. So they'll be available in my coffee shop, but it won't be for a little while because if there's any blemishes or anything on the backs, I'll try and clean them up a little bit. This one's dated 18th of November 1917. Another lovely lady. And this one is posing with some doves, white doves, and this one was 1917 as well, the 1st of June. And that was rather nice. And it was just addressed, and then I don't know, just a few little squiggles on that one. And then this one's date stamped, Republic of France. And it's actually textured, that is, on the dress there. Look at that beautiful writing, very neat. I'm just seeing if I can see a date on that. No, I can't. Another lovely one there. They look as though they're the same person, actually. Got the stamps on the front as well, where they were sent. KG. There's obviously a little message there, I don't know. Souvenir of affection. Lovely. And another one with the basket of flowers. She's got berries all in her hair. 1748 Paris, it says on the front. An anniversary. This one was 1912. 19th of July, I think. More texture on there. I think they've tried to put glitter on the dress. This one. That's a nice one. See, there's a few little blemishes in that corner. I could get rid of those just to clean it up a little bit. And then that's where it's been embossed. Bon Annie. (1918) this one. Ma chérie Mademoiselle Marceline. Ma chérie Marceline. Black and white one there. With some birds. 1919, that one. Just the address on the back there, sending it to Paris. Facilitations. And double stamped on that one, a souvenir. In colour, vivid colour. And that one's stamped, but it just says Louvieres. And then 412. So I don't know. And that's a sepia one, and a couple are imprinted into the umbrella. Paris, France. Some lovely roses. Some lovely handwriting on the back of that one too. Made in France. A little girl with a bouquet. And then you've got some pansies. And I don't know if you can see, but they're all the dark edges around the leaves. They're all glitter with like a black glitter. And then that's been embossed with gold. No date on the back that I can read. And this one as well. All this is, it's not been embossed, it's actually with, you know, where you heat embossed. So that's all all risen up, and then it's got glitter around the rose. And then there's a little card there, just a little Christmas card. So, oh, and there's a photograph as well. So they've actually slid that inside. A little child. Difficult to say whether it was a boy or a girl, because in them days boys often wore dresses, didn't they? Looks like the 1st of September, but no year on it. So that's the second pack of postcards. With a photo included. And then I've got lots of letters. Let's have a look at this one. And it looks like a lot of the letters, they've opened this way. So this one's stamped on the back. Still can't read it. And can't make out what's on the front. So I'll be scanning some of these. This was dated 1920. Mon cher Fleur. Oh no, Henry. Mon cher Henry. From Eugene. Something about infants. Somebody called Justin. So I'll have to try and maybe take a picture and see if Google will translate it. Translate some of the handwriting. Be interesting to see. And then we've got another one here. Not sure. Very neat handwriting, this one. Look at that. It's beautiful. This one's dated 1945. So I'd love to be able to read that one. See whether it mentions anything about the war and things like that. But really, really nice writing. There's a date there, the 9th of something. Lovely. Yes, I'll certainly try and scan them and see whether I can get them translated. There we go. And oh, and these are the cards that I get sent from the lady that I buy my French ephemera from. She's got a shop on Etsy, so as you can see I've collected a few of her postcards over the years. It's called Forever French on Etsy. And she always has lovely things as well. And there's another photograph there, look, of a little boy. Nothing on the back. Look at his austere haircut. So I'll put that back in there. That's that little pack. And I looked at this little pack of letters the other day, and the top one is actually in English, and it was addressed to a Reverend Philip Burton, CF of the 107th Squadron, General Hospital something West, PO Bangalore, India. So he might have been a military reverend, you know, like a padre. And unfortunately, my eyesight being what it is, and his writing is really small, I had a real job to make out what they were talking about. But they were saying sort of that they were very busy, and there was a festival going on, and they went for a walk on Sunday, and they talked about the weather. This is dated in 1945, 23rd of September 1945. But I was going boz-eyed by the time I'd read the first page, because his writing's really tiny. So the powers of deduction were very severely taxed. She kindly told me by writing. See, I can't read the rest of it. I've been flattering myself that mine was improving. Oh, my writing, he says. He's flattering himself that he thought his writing was improving, but in my honest opinion, it wasn't. Because I've had a job to read it. But it was nice that it was in English, and I asked my husband to have a look, and it was too small for him to read too. So we both gave up on that one. This one's dated December 1918, and it's a French letter. Just looks as though it's been taken just from a little notebook, and talking about family. Something small. Petite is small, isn't it? So somebody, Claudine, has written this. And Sherry Uncle, 30th of December. So there's that one. And these have all been written by the same person, these. So maybe came from a house clearance, maybe. You've got part of it written on a card. This one's 1943. Very neat writing yet again. And half of it's on a postcard. And same again. That one looks as though it's been near the damp, because the envelope has got discoloured, and it has actually discoloured the paper on the inside as well. So you've got little spots 1943, April the 29th, 1943. That one's just one page. It's very, very thin and fragile. That's 1944. Lovely writing though. Same again. Same scriber, and look, they've put a rose in there. Look, how lovely is that? A dried rose from the year. Let's have a look and see when this was written. 1944. And how beautiful is that? Oh, that's made my day. So I definitely must get these translated. And I'll try and preserve that. Make sure I don't break it up. Oops a daisy. And Louise, the lady that sells them, did tell me that some of them were love letters. So maybe these were the love letters. Ma petite chérie. Ma petite chérie. 1944 in June. Here we go. Oh, I've got fingers like. There we go. A tiny little. Oh, this is one that's been folded up like an envelope, look. But it's one sheet of paper. Still don't know what year it was because that's the stamp lot. So it looks as though that's the time it was posted. But it doesn't say the date. But this lady is really good. She dates them all 5th of April 1943. And it was sent like that, just as is. And these are all by her, December 1943. So they've lasted a long time, haven't they? I mean now, but you know, nobody writes letters anymore. It's all sent via email and things. So last two. This one was dated 1944 November. (1944). And this one, 16th of November 1944. Lovely. Nice to have the stamps and the rose, lovely dried rose inside, dried flower. Now, I won't show you any more postcards. I have got another pack of postcards and letters, but I'll put those to one side. And what I've been doing is excuse my arm, I've scanned all of these documents. So there's a couple of indentures here, which I bought from eBay. This one's Mr. William Slough. Henry Pumphrey Jr. Esquire, dated 1910. And this one's dated 1914. Leonard Rowe Esquire, with Mr. Sidney Plummer. This is a mortgage, and this is a conveyance document of 5 several yearly rents, charge of £3, 3 shillings and no pence each, issuing out of plots numbered 35, 36, 37, 38 and 41 Berkeley Avenue, Lawrence Hill, Bristol. And it was registered in Somerset House in 1914. So if we open up this document, it's made of parchment. And there we go. Lovely writing here. It was made on the 25th of March, 1914, between Joseph Leonard Rowe of 11 Malbrith Road, Wolsey, in the county of Cheshire, gentleman hereinafter called the vendor of the one part, and Sidney Plummer of 96 Barton Hill Road, Lawrence Hill, in the city and county of Bristol, engine driver, hereinafter called the purchaser. So Leonard Rowe was selling the properties to Mr. Sidney Plummer of Bristol on the 10th day of October 1892. And made between William Henry Colin of the one part and Mary Rowe, the wife of Francis Leonard Rowe, of the other part. So very nice writing. That's kept really well. There we go. Date of the grant, 12th of May 1892. Plot of land. Yeah, he's been selling off plots of land by the looks. Amounts of rent charges. And that's the back of it, and it's got like a wax seal here. So it's been stuck on with some ribbon. So it looks like they've slit 2 holes in it and put the ribbon through and sealed it on the back. And it says, oh, I can't read it. There's all sorts of numbers. But yeah, so the idea was to do, you know, a document journal out of them. So there's that one. And then we'll have a look at this one. This one's the mortgage, and same again. There's a slot there. And it says dated September 1911 on there. 29th of September. H. Pumphrey, Junior Esquire, to Mr. W. Slough, or Slough. Reconveyance by endorsement. So as you can see here, the ink on this one has started to fade, whereas that one's pristine. You know, it's pristine. You'd have almost thought that that was written today. So this one will be quite difficult to read. It's got some witnesses. Lots of signatures on the bottom of this one. Hang on my second. And then you've got these, you've got 2 seals on this one. Oops, be careful. Starting to crumble up a little bit, have to be a bit gentle. Signed, sealed and delivered by the above named Henry Pumphrey the Younger in the presence of John Land Registry, 23rd of September 1910. So that's those 2. I'll put those to one side. And then in here, there's lots of different sorts of documents, which I won't go through them all. But I've got these ones. These ones are relatively new to me. And I got these off Jez from Nigeza Creates, because she's been collecting original ephemera as well, and because she'd got so many, I was fortunate that she let me purchase a few off her. And these are blank checks, which will be great. I'm going to use those in one of my journals. And then she also sent me this one, which was one of the ones that had actually been written in. So I have actually photocopied these. So that was obviously taken out of a book, and it's the end stub like that, look. So she's given me that one. And so that was really good. And then I've got these, and I think these came from France as well, in one of my packs. And these are stubs as well, you know, where the end bits have been torn off, and these are what's left in the book, a coupon. which are great because they've got date stamps on, and that one was for 188. Amount due 59. £108.07. So there's those, and then that was a letter just on a paper, and then she sent me all sorts of different bits. It was like a little bit of everything, and it's got handwriting on where somebody's been working things out. Look, on the back. And then there's some old book page, really old book page here from an almanac of 1909. So very fragile, and I like those because they've got adverts and things on. And look, for nervous nevralgies, treatment for headaches, I should imagine. And then we've got some more letters. That's 26th of the 11th, but no year. But it must be quite old. Even the ink's fading now off the paper. And then there's some book page. And then there's lots of these. These are all messages sent by the post. They look like, you know, like little telegrams. There you go, phone telegram messages. So I should imagine when the man sends them, he writes down, and this is the receipts, as it were. Some of them have got stamps and labels on. Paris. Still no year. It just says May, 28th of May. There's a 16, so maybe 1916 on that one. 29th of the 8th, 17 on that one. I'll bring one up a bit closer to the camera. And if any of you are watching from France, you might be able to tell me a bit more about these. But they look really interesting because they've got different sorts of stamps on, very official looking. That one's got urgent on it. And that one, look at the writing on that. How beautiful is that? Monsieur. Gorgeous writing. And then there's another one there. 8th of August 1916, I presume. That's what that is. And there's an empty envelope there. So where that could have well have come out of it. Let me just have a look at the writing. No, perhaps not. Oh, no. This one's been stamped by a cleric. So there's that. And then you've got some receipts. 1924 for 2 pieces. Vindy table blank, 1924, 2 pieces, 4.50 each, giving a total of 900 francs. And then you've got some lovely receipts with beautiful parts on the top. September 1938. Monsieur Bonnet, fromage. 2nd of October. And then another one there with a stamp, official stamp on that. Nice heading again at the top. Lots of drawing and things on the back of that one. There's a blank one there. Boulangerie. And then she sent some ledger papers. But this is empty, this one. So I have been busy scanning all of these. And then there's these, and I've got quite a lot of these. I'm not sure what they are. But they've all got this stamp on, and then there's I don't know whether you can see, if I bring it closer to the camera, maybe you can just about make out there's an embossed part there. This one might be better. Looks like an English penny, that one. But beautiful handwriting again. And so I've scanned these two. That one's got a second page to it, but I don't know what they're to do with. And then there's some look like library cards, which are in English. Latin America's social life and customs. Fun and festival from Latin America, 1961. Know your Declaration of Independence. Daniel Boone, Scholastic. So there's a couple of library cards there, and she bound them up with a seal in some music paper. So that's that. Oopsie daisy. Pop that in there. And then there's an old menu card here, which I've scanned. And as you can see, it's really aged on the back there. But I have cleaned some of that up. And I'm going to be making some, document kits. Pop that under there. And then we've got some time cards here. This space is for time out or lost time. So you've got 3 of those. They're green on the back. It's got the dates, Monday to Sunday. Place for the name, week ending. And then on the back, it's got your, in and out time. So they're like clocking in and out cards. So there's those. And then we've got some more. We've got a little bit of music page there. And another receipt here. And that's dated 14th of August, 1899. 150 francs. So 1899, that's old. And then there's this, it's in English, this one. And it's from from London, 8 King Street, typed in 1936, 12th of December. Thank you for your letter of December the 10th, and beg to inform you that the Sheffield candlesticks which you mention were on the instructions contained in your letter of September the 13th, handed to Messrs. Foster together with the china, glass, etc., and we imagine that they have disposed of these with the rest of your property. We note that you are prepared to forward us various silver snuff boxes, and as soon as we've had an opportunity of examining them, we shall be very pleased to advise you of their present day saleability at auction free of charge. Private exchange. So it must be an auction house. And that's interesting paper. Very thick paper, that one. And then we go from one extreme to the other. This one's like tissue paper. July the 11th, 1939. Clark's trustees to Williams. We enclose vendors part of the contract herein, duly signed together with endorsement for the purchaser's signature. Harold Bennett, Esquire, solicitor in Macclesfield. And then we've got some receipts, more receipts. National Provincial Bank in respect of clothing. And another old receipt there, that's dated in January the 25th, 1918. And there's some more bank check stubs for Joseph Gardy. So there's 2 or 3 of those. 1901. This one's dated 1902 for Joseph Gardy. What's those? And then we've got some receipts. Now this one, I did scan it, but I couldn't get this off. So I've had to scan it like that. I was going to have a go at seeing whether it would steam off, but the paper is so thin, I think it would just go really soggy, so I decided not to. And this is receipts. It's a receipt in Bristol, 1918, and for Frank C. Jenkins, fine printer, account bookmaker and wholesale stationer. And he's sending a receipt for £1.06 for all those items there. So there's that one. And the stamps come off. So I'll keep that safe. And then try and go through these quickly now. This one's a I'm not sure. Transfer and conversion. Payments for coupons. L. Sharman, 3 Bull Moorland. So I'm not sure what that one is for. Let's see if there's anything on the back. No, not that I understand. And then we've got this one here. And that's another interesting one for £20.14. wool gloves and handkerchiefs. And that's in Castle Street in Bristol. £20, 14 pence, and half the sixpence. Less 2.5% discount. 1918. And then here we've got lots of credit notes. Another really flimsy one. It's a bit like a glassine bag. And that one's dated 1935 for 770 francs. And then we've got another one there. I do like the way they put the stamps on. Do a stamp mark and over a postage stamp. That was 1930. And another one, £28.90, 1901. And that one's 28th of January 1902. And this one's 1903. This one's not sure on that one. No, not sure on that. 20th of April. Oh, 1903. My thumb was over it. And then we've got another set of checks. And this one's, what date was this one? We've got two stamps there. Paid stamp, number 109. 10th of September. 10th of September. I don't know what year it was. Looks like 1915. Lots of stamps on this one. And you've got 1935 on that one. Another one there. With some more stamps. And that one's, don't know. Oh, 1935. 1935. And that last one there is 1918. Lovely. And there's another one there with more stamps on. And that one's November 1923. So, try and turn them back around to the ways that they were. It's folded in half. Not always folded that way. I don't want to put more creases in them. I'll pop that under there. And then you've got another receipt here from Victory V's. And that's 1918. And then we've got some more receipts here. Some stamps on there, 1901. J.H. Gardy again. Joseph Gardy. And that one's 1901 as well, Joseph Gardy. So there's a few of his documents here, and that's Joseph Gardy as well. Very official stamp in the top corner. I'll have to be careful with this one because it's bits of paper coming off it. So that's the second one of those documents. So I don't know what it is. And that's it. So that is my little haul for this evening. I hope you don't mind me sharing it with you. If any of you are interested in me doing, you know, a kit of an assortment, do let me know in the comments below the video, and I will, you know, put some packs together. And I'm not going to decorate them with flowers or anything like that, because some people want them just copies, you know, copies of the documents as is, and then they can decorate them up as they wish. So let me know your thoughts, and yeah, so I'll call it a night now, and until next time, enjoy yourselves, have a good week, and I hope to see you in my next video. So take care then, bye.